up? Welcome back to my channel where we do apartment tours on Tuesdays and Thursdays and something that I like on Saturdays. But for the month of December, we are uploading 25 videos, so that's why I'm here today. So today's video is like why I will never get a roommate again. It is literally my roommate horror story. This video is gonna be a little bit long, so grab a snack. It might even be 2 parts, depending on how long it is. So a little bit of backstory. I went to CU Boulder. That's why I decided to wear the sweater today. That's where I went to school. I went to the business school, Leeds School of Business, and she was also attending that school. We met in class and, you know, we were sitting at like the same table and I think we were like on the same team for something. And she seemed like a really cool girl. So I thought we were gonna be like good class friends, like good buddies, you know, stuff like that. And then a few months into the semester, she had asked me, you know, like what my living situation was. And I was living by myself in Broomfield and I was paying like $1,100 a month. I hated that place because I had cockroaches and they literally didn't care about it. I like explained that and she was like, well, do you want a room together? And me being like, you know, I was thinking I'll save money and I won't be alone. It'll be great. Like I'll have a friend around. I thought, yeah, this is awesome. Let's do it. And she seems really cool. She doesn't seem like a crazy girl. So we start looking for apartments and she actually found the place herself. I'll give her that credit. She loved to take that credit. It was a townhouse. I will link the tour for the townhouse down below so you can go check it out if you're going to CU Boulder. When we did the tour, you know, she was like, I really like this place. I was like, I really like this place. So I asked my mom like for the deposit. She got the deposit. We put our deposits down and everything was set. We were texting and I still have the text because I saved the screenshots because I had a feeling like, okay, just real quick side note, I have trust issues, okay? And I know that girls can be some like trifling, scandalous, crazy ass. I'm not even playing. I have been screwed over by so many females in my life and I had a feeling that she was gonna try and do some shady shit. So I took screenshots of everything. Over the summer, like we were talking about the room situations and at that time I told her, you can pick whatever room you want. At that time, I didn't care because I wanted to be nice. I was like, you know what? Like, I don't wanna go in here like, I want this room. I wanna do things like this. Like I was gonna go in trying to like build a friendship, just be chill, you know? In the tour, and I'll also put maybe a little clip in here so you guys can see the room that's closest to the bathroom. She texted me and said, would it be okay if I have the room closest to the bathroom? And here's a screenshot of that text right there. I was of course super happy because the other bedroom is like big, it has lots of light, and I was just starting to film YouTube videos. So I was like, oh my God, yeah, you can have that room, take it. Like I'll have the other room. I was so excited. Moving on, it's like the end of summer, August 1st or something like that. And she is out of town and we're supposed to move into our apartment that day. So I go to the leasing office to try and pick up the keys and they're like, well, you can't pick them up without your roommate here. So I was like, okay, so I go to work, text her and I'm like, hey, like, when are you gonna be here? They're telling me I can't pick up the keys without you, so let's go pick them up together. And she was like, I am like out of town right now or something like that. And I'll be back tomorrow, or I don't even know. I was living with my ex-boyfriend at the time and his like 4 roommates because I didn't have a place to stay. So I was at work the next day and I get a text from her saying that she, you know, went to go pick up the keys and is like moving into the apartment. And I was like, okay, wait, what? Like, how are you moving in? I went yesterday and I was just excited. Like, yay, we're finally gonna be able to move in. I'm gonna move all my stuff in today, like whatever. Like I said, I kind of had a feeling that she was gonna like switch on me and like do some shady shit. So I asked about the bedroom situations and I asked like, so I'm still getting the like bigger room, right? And she was like, would it actually be okay if I took that room? I already moved my mattress in there. I was like, first red flag. And at that moment, I did want out. I did not want to live there anymore in that moment because I knew that I was gonna have a problem with this for the rest of the year. I was so shook. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I was like super emotional and like in my feelings because I was like, what the hell is happening? Like, this is my first roommate situation, like my first real roommate situation where it's just me and somebody else. So I was like, what is happening? This is not okay. Like, what the actual F? I literally cannot. She moves all her stuff in. I literally get off work, go to the apartment, and we're texting, like, you guys can see this is while I'm at work, but I get off work, go to the apartment. She's still moving all her stuff in, and we're arguing like, no, this is not okay. She's like, no, you said I could have it. You said you didn't care. Yeah, that was like 4 months ago. You said I could have the room like 4 months ago. So I care. Thank you very much. I was just super salty, but you know what? At that time, like I was like, okay, whatever. She told me she is going to Texas for 3 weeks. And I was like, okay, whatever, like move all your shit in. I'll move my stuff in like on the weekend when you're gone. And that's exactly what I did. I brought my friends with me. We moved all her stuff out of my room, put it in the room she chose, put my stuff in my room. I went to Home Depot, bought a new lock, changed it, locked it, and literally texted her that I moved all her stuff to her room for her, that she didn't have to worry about moving it. She got so mad. I'm a sassy girl. I'm like not even playing. She didn't like that. She got mad. And like I said, I'll just, have the text here for you guys to read. She was just saying like she would get able-bodied people to come move my furniture. Like, okay, who? Are you threatening to have a man come into my room and like move my stuff? I'll have his ass arrested. This is between me and you. I literally said, I will fight for my room. I do believe truly that she was in the wrong. Please comment down below and let me know if you think that I was in the wrong. I think maybe I could have been a little bit more calm in my texts because I was leading with emotion. I believe that she was fully wrong, and for anybody in any situation, if I think that situation is wrong, I'll stand up for you. Like, I've yelled at so many people because I believe they're wrong. Like, just being like rude, like a bad person, that kind of wrong. I don't care what you're doing, do that. But if you are being rude to somebody else or you're just causing all this drama for nothing, we are gonna have beef. I felt hella threatened in that moment. And like I said, I called my mom, I was talking to my dad. I was like, yo, like this is me. I'm not even like lying to you guys. I was telling them like, this is a very bad situation. I don't want to live here. I'm gonna end up like fighting this girl because she's gonna drive me crazy with her only child freaking ass. Like, the entitlement is too goddamn real. I was talking to my parents about it and they were just like, just tough it out. Like, you already signed the lease. How are you gonna get out of this? Like, you don't have the money to break that lease and go somewhere else. And I was like, yeah, you're right. My plan was to just be super fake, because I knew for a fact, like, I was not going to have a good year. From that moment, I knew that I could not trust her. I knew she was gonna cause more problems, and I knew that she was gonna make my life a freaking living hell, and that she did. The second incident, she ended up coming back from Texas and was like, I want the room. I was like, try and take it from me, honey. It's not gonna happen. Basically, she let me have the room, and I was like, perfect. Like, this is how it should have been. This is what we agreed to. We never spoke about any kind of rent differences or anything like that. We just said we would split it down the middle. But once I seriously had the room, the rent became an issue. She was like, I have such a small room, like, you need to pay more than me in rent. You should be paying like $1,200. And I was a broke college student. Literally, I was using food stamps at the time because I literally was working at a dive bar where college students were tipping me 50 cents to $1. I would still make decent money, but like, it was really bad. And I was also working at the front desk, which was like my main source of income. And even then I was making like $500 every 2 weeks. So I wasn't ballin', and I had my like student loans to help cover my rent. I was on food stamps because I like didn't have a lot of money and I needed to make sure that I was eating because, life. I wanna say that I offered it because I was stupid and I didn't have the extra money, or I didn't wanna pay the extra money to like like pay, you know, in rent. So I was like, well, I get like $200 a month in food stamps. So maybe I can throw her a little bit of food, like 50 bucks is what I was thinking, because low-key, that's a lot of food. She ended up wanting like over $100 worth of my food stamps, and I was like, hell no. I need to eat. Like, what do you think this is? So we were at the grocery store shopping. We paid for everything. And I was like, okay, you have like $4 left. I mean, I'll just use that for my stuff because there's not much that you can get with that at this point. And she goes, you can just buy me like a Starbucks with it or something. And I was like, you're joking? No, like who says that? No, that seriously pissed me off, and that's where I was like, okay, I cannot share my food stamps with this girl. This is the one and only time. This girl, I think low-key was broke. High-key. We got home, like put all the groceries away. I was so bothered by that comment. I talked to my friends about it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna confront her again. I told her that she was an entitled, like, and all this stuff. Like, I'm a little bit aggressive in my approach to certain people, at least. But anyways, like, I just got so mad at her because she was just so rude, like such a dirty person, like a human being. I didn't like the way that she moved and carried herself, and she made such a big deal about the rent. I ended up paying like $1,120 and she paid like $990, and I had like an extra freaking like 10 feet, not even. I was like over it. I was just like, whatever, like I have the money. I'm not even gonna front about the money because I'm not concerned with it. I'll make some more money to supplement the money that I'm spending on this rent because this broke girl can't pay her side. You know what? I also would have been fine with it had it been discussed at the beginning, but I don't like things thrown on me and like being shocked by stuff. And again, I also probably could have handled that situation having more emotional intelligence. People really grind my gears. The next situation, she didn't want to chip in for literally anything, nothing at all. And I wanted to get like stuff to clean, you know, like a scrubber for the toilet because that needs to be cleaned. Don't tell me it doesn't need to be cleaned. It does. That's nasty if you don't. You should clean your toilets, your bathroom at least once a week. Like, that's nasty. And I was like, hey, like I'm gonna go get cleaning supplies so that we can keep this place clean because, you know, I have a dog. You bring your dog here. We're bringing mud in when it's snowing and stuff. Like, I wanna make sure that we're able to keep this place clean because it is also so big. She then is like, what do you mean? Like, we don't need to clean. I was like, that's disgusting, like literally disgusting. So I went to the store, I bought all the cleaning supplies, and mind you, everything in the apartment was mine because I moved out with like literally all my stuff. I had a couch, I had a table, and like I already was living alone. So when I moved into my first apartment, my mom furnished like the whole thing for me. So I already had everything. This girl didn't have to bring anything. She didn't have to supply anything. I had all the pots, the plates, the pans, the silverware, the cups. I had so many cups, and I had like hand painted cups that got ruined because she was careless and put stuff in the dishwasher. Going back to like cleaning, I would like clean, and you know, I noticed that she would go to the bathroom, she would eat something spicy, TMI, she would eat something spicy and then just go to the bathroom and like literally go to the bathroom. I would come like out and go to the bathroom, you know, a little bathroom break, wash my face, shower, whatever it was. I would like see poop all around the inside of the toilet bowl, like all around, you guys. Like, I was so disgusted. I called my parents, I called my friends. I was like, I literally cannot believe that I'm living with somebody that's like this. This is disgusting, and this is why we need cleaning supplies. And the craziest part is she would just leave it. I think it's because she knew that I would clean it. I can't look at that. That's disgusting, and I honestly feel disgusting going to the bathroom. If your feces are inside, water splashing is disgusting, but it is a possibility. What if it happens and your shit is inside that bowl? That is absolutely disgusting. I've never met anybody like this. TMI again, but if something like that happens to me, like I'm so scared of somebody seeing it. I clean it. I'm getting heated right now. In our bathtub, she lost so much hair. She had alopecia, and I'm not like shaming anybody that has that or like any other type of hair loss because, you know, it's totally fine. To an extent, you do have to be respectful respectful of the people around you. Like, if you are losing large amounts of hair and you have a roommate, please clean it out of the bathtub so that our shit doesn't get clogged and then the water starts rising up with your hair. Like, it's disgusting. It was disgusting. I feel bad saying that, but it was absolutely disgusting. Like, I was standing in her hair. I didn't like that. I get grossed out when my hair's on the wall of my shower. Comment down below if you're the same way. She would let her dog come over all the time, and her dog wasn't on the leash or the leash. So if like anything happened, like if her dog did anything, they would blame me and my dog, which happened. You know, it snows here, it rains here, we have weather here. So her dog would go outside and get all muddy and then come back inside and just go all over my couch. I bought cleaning supplies. They are here in the house. She would just let the mud dry all over my couch. I would come home from school or from work and just be like, I literally can't. She's just sitting upstairs in her room, talking on the phone, on speakerphone, loud AF, like so disrespectful in all ways. I ended up yelling at her for the couch because, you know, at that point, it was already like not chipping in for the cleaning supplies, like me having to clean your shit off the inside of the toilet bowl, me like having to like shower with your hair all over the bathtub, paying more rent, surprisingly, you trying to steal my room. Like, I had it at this point. I was like so over it. So I yelled at her like straight up, and I told her she needed to get her shit together, and if she didn't get it together, we were gonna have a problem because I'm tired of her treating me like shit, walking all over me, letting her dog ruin my shit, her ruining my shit, not giving a I was so upset, and I'm sorry for the curse words, but Jesus, like, you know, I can ask all my friends. I might do a whole additional video with like testimonies from people that have met her. Like I said, I bought cleaning supplies, and I bought enough to where we could have like stuff downstairs and stuff upstairs, because I like to have stuff clean. I bought enough to keep something upstairs and downstairs so I didn't have to run up and down when I was cleaning. I was cleaning one weekend, and I like go to get the cleaning supplies, and they're gone. They were gone. She stole my cleaning supplies. I asked her about it and she denied it. I wanted to get Wi-Fi when we first moved in, and she was like, no, like, I don't want to pay for it. This is why I like high-key think she was broke, because she didn't want to pay for anything. She tried to get free food from me. She tried to get her rent to be as low as possible. She stole bath towels and stuff like that from her gym, and she used my like bath supplies, like my body wash and stuff like that. She used her own shampoo because she had blonde in her hair. I knew she used it because when I walked into the bathroom, I could smell the scent of my body wash. So I had to start keeping literally all of that in my room. For the Wi-Fi, didn't want to do Wi-Fi with me, so I ended up deciding like I'm just gonna get Wi-Fi and do it on my own, and I'm just not gonna let her use it. And then she like comes to me and she's like, I actually want to get Wi-Fi. We go and buy a modem, we split it 50-50, and we get Wi-Fi. Remember this in the future. Her parents were also paying for everything, so keep all of that in mind. She wasn't paying for anything. Going along with like my bath supplies, like I said earlier, she started eating my food, and that was just not okay with me because, you know, we already had the issue with the food stamps and me not wanting to buy her food. So why are you going into my cabinets and eating my food? I started having to keep my food in my room, and I kept it in my dresser. She was like stealing my food, so I had to do that. She wouldn't buy anything. No toilet paper, no paper towels, like none of that stuff. So I literally started keeping the toilet paper in my room. She would just leave me with no toilet paper, even though I had some. I was hiding it in my closet, and she would then go to her parents and get stuff and come back. But she would come back with like 2 rolls of toilet paper to last like a whole like 6 weeks for 2 people. I know I had mentioned that she ruined dishes and stuff like that. I had a really nice cutting cutting board that she completely ruined. She put it in the dishwasher, or I don't know, she was letting it soak, and it has wood panels and the wood completely bent, and like when it dried out, now it's straight, but it bent and it cracked the marble. So now there's like a huge crack in the marble and there's a chunk missing from it on both sides. Like, my cutting board sucks, and I'm really upset about it because I really like nice things. So I don't appreciate somebody else coming into my life and ruining the things that me and my family work hard for me to have. So I was really upset about that. I still use a cutting board, but I like see it and I just get so mad. On top of like ruining my cutting board and some of my other dishes, she just like completely like used my bowls, like my ceramic ramekins, to grow pot in. And like, I'm not against pot or anything like that at all. It's completely legal here. So I was just like so shook. She didn't ask. I just saw one day like there was dirt in my ramekins that I use for food. And I was like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm growing pot plants. And every time something happened, I didn't want to be too confrontational because I still had to live with this girl and I really didn't want to get in trouble for fighting or anything like that. So I just like really tried to let things slide after a certain point, you know? She took advantage of that for sure. Not only did she ruin dishes and use my bowls as planters, she also completely like ruined my baking sheet and just made them completely black. I had asked my parents, my mom, to buy me like a whole copper set, and they looked so good. I used them and cleaned them on my own and they never looked like that. How high did you have the oven going? There are still so many things that happened, and I am gonna make a part 2 for sure. It's gonna be, it'll go up next week for sure. For now, you guys, I mean, let me just end the video with this. I spent, you know, after the room situation, I spent every moment in my room. I didn't leave my room. I didn't go out of my room to talk to her. I didn't make plans with her. I spent my time in my room. When I wasn't working or at school, I was in my room playing video games with headphones on, or watching YouTube videos, or doing something with headphones on. I really hated living there. But hopefully you guys still enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys are ready for part 2, because part 2 is when stuff starts to get like real crazy, messing with my life. I do not like a lot of females. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to click that button, subscribe, and like this video so that I know maybe you want to see more story times. Until next time, I will see you then. Bye. Nobody else, nobody else,